Hi guys, I'm Paul from Urban Constrictors. So I was just checking on the snakes, going through them, see who's shed, see who hasn't, see who's been to the toilets, who needs clean water. And this is the female pied, 100% albino, however you want to pronounce it. This is her I hatched from the 2017 season. Now, I had no really reason to shoot a video. I had no sort of like plans. I wasn't driving here thinking, what can I do with videos, keep my channel alive, but I just saw her and I just thought, she's looking stunning. She's just looking gorgeous. She's got a real wacky pattern, loads of different colours in her. I'm just gonna bring her back. Now, I wanted to shoot the video starting with me not touching her, just to keep her still. You can see an emoji. I know people love them. Me personally, I couldn't care less about them. I think Justin Kowalka did really well with the emoji snake he had. Probably sold it for a hell of a lot of money, but now everyone seems to be almost semi-obsessed with them. So there's my little emoji snake for those who do like it. One sec guys. So I was just looking at her, now she's getting some size on. I just love how her pattern's almost perfectly distributed. She's much more patterned at the top half, which most pieds that are quite heavily patterned are. Seem to be more heavy patterned up the top, but then just get all that colour. Just absolutely love this snake. She is stunning. So the story behind her, about 8 years ago I bought a female double het albino pied and paid quite a lot of money because 8 years ago, there was about 7 or 8 years ago, there was very few of them about. Now the guy was selling his whole collection because unfortunately he was having to have a knee operation, so he obviously was concerned about looking after his snakes. Now he had normals, just straight normal ball pythons in the advert where I had the double het, so I had no reason to believe she wasn't double het. But I've bred her and I've had between 5 and 6 clutches, and I've hatched pieds, but I've never hatched an albino or an albino pied. She's now exclusively paired to an albino 100% het pied, and he's a proven snake. He's a visual albino, so obviously there's no qualms there, but he's dad to her, so I know he's het pied. I know she's het pied, but I've repeated the pairing this year, and if I don't hatch at least an albino, I will not repeat the pairing. She'll be marked up as a het pied, and then she'll either go into my pied project or she will be sold. So I'm really hoping the guy didn't have me over a barrel and lied to me, but to be honest, if he was going to lie about one snake, why wouldn't he lie about more? So I do think this is just a case of really bad odds, which certainly can happen. So hopefully this year, because she's a large snake, she's close to, well, she's probably actually over 3 kilos. She's full of eggs, so I'm hoping this year is the year she proves out and I can just write it down and mark it up as bad odds previously, because I really hope this guy didn't take the mick. But anyway, so here's one of his and her offspring. She's lovely. I've kept her just for the simple fact that when I started out wanting to hatch an albino pied, there was like gold dust. Literally, I don't think there was any in the UK at the time. People was all making double hets and going down that project. I know they're still quite thin on the ground, but my interests have moved in different ways. Having the dreamsicle, I'd rather focus on the lavender albino pieds, but because I've hatched her, I'm going to keep her. Just to one day hatch one, probably keep it. Maybe not even as a breeder, just as kind of a pet snake. So she will one day do that if I don't do it beforehand. So yeah, I just thought I'd shoot her actually just for some comparison, and because while I'm thinking about it, I apologise for the weird colours that last video was coming out. I don't know what happened. On my phone it looked a little bit iffy, but on YouTube it looked crazy. The pastel pieds look like a really dark brown, the bedding looks off, the dreamsicle looks luminous orange, but then the straight pieds look perfect. So I don't know what happened there, but anyway, I'll grab my dreamsicle, put him next to her for a bit of a comparison. Bear with me. So hopefully we'll be able to see his true colours under this lighting rig. So just come here, got a bit of time, see the lavenders coming back, which when he kind of lost his lavender colour and the yellows and oranges bled into him, I thought that was it. But weirdly, they're coming back and I love it, because them beautiful lavender colours are stunning. So yeah, for those of you who are going to Donny's show, I'll probably take this guy. A lot of people haven't seen dreamsicles in the flesh, and he is now going into shed. You can see he's quite pink here. He's going into shed, so all being well, he will have shed just before Donny's show, and he'll be looking smoking. So for those of you who haven't seen one, stop by at me. Stop by at my stand, Urban Constrictors. I'll have a big banner. I'll have my t-shirts. Oh, and can I just touch base on that as well? Loads and loads of people got in contact saying they wanted to pre-order one. Now, I'm not taking any pre-orders without at least a £5 deposit. If you don't pay for a deposit, one will not be held. This is just to make sure that the ones I take are going to be sold, and then I'll have a few spare. I'll have probably about 20 spare. Now, I've sold... well, sorry, I've had about, I would say, 40 to 50 people say they want them, but only about 10 so far have put deposits or paid in full, and some have actually been to collect them. So if you do want one, guys, just get in contact, pay a £5 deposit, or pay for it in full, get it at Donny, or we'll post you it out. If you don't want one, it's absolutely fine. Just kind of don't inquire, just for the sake of inquiring. Anyway, I'll just show you his weird paradoxing. It's got this weird paradox mark there. Different colour scales. Pretty cool. But anyway, on that note, guys, just kind of keep my channel alive. There's two beautiful snakes. One very, very expensive, one not so expensive, but still beautiful. So yeah, what you can do with the pies. I'm out.